gracias a ustedes por estar aquí. I want to say thank you, welcome all to your home. City Hall is such an inspirational times where we see so many of our friends being elected to elected office, especially of Latino descent. And so I'm very proud of that because it's been a big change here. But I also want to give a big shout out to our council president who's doing an amazing job and showing a great leadership. And I know it's an inspiring story for many young ladies who are looking at politics as a way to make real change in our city. But we're not here because of me or the council president or the food. We're here because of the great work of Patrícia Martinez, who's a pillar in our community. When I decided to run for office, her name rose to the top, and you have to seek advice from her because she's been a leader not only for the Latino community but for everyone in general. And she's a proud Central Falls alum, raised in the city with her family being raised here. So I can't thank her enough for all the contributions that she's given. And I hope she's proud of all the seeds that she's planted, and to be able to see through my elections and through so many others the benefits and her hard work to say that look, Latinos can be leaders and can be great people in our community. So thank you, Patrícia, for that. A big heartful thank you, and I mean it a lot because you will always have a place in my heart and in our community's heart, and this recognition today, I just think just shows that. Quiero decirles que estamos muy agradecidos con Patrícia. No solamente es una hija de esta comunidad de Central Falls, pero ella ha hecho un gran esfuerzo, un gran trabajo, es una líder no solamente en esta comunidad, pero a través del Estado. Y creo que el trabajo que ha hecho ella y todas las semillas que ha implantado se ha visto los frutos a través de las elecciones como las mías, de muchas personas en nuestro estado, que ha dejado una huella en muchas personas diciéndole que podemos confiar en un latino que pueda ser líder en una comunidad, una organización, por el buen trabajo que ha hecho Patrícia. Entonces, gracias a ella, gracias a ustedes. No sé cómo escogió a Gabriel Martínez, pero bueno, eso es para otro día. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm so glad that it's Patrícia we're recognizing, because Patrícia, you really don't see her out there, right? Her face is not out there much, but she's always working really hard for the community. And we usually recognize the same faces all the time. And the people who are out there, we need to start recognizing the real MVPs and hard workers for our community. So I'm really happy that we're recognizing you. Quería decir que yo estoy sumamente feliz y orgullosa de poder reconocer a Patrícia, porque usualmente nosotros, cuando vamos a hacer reconocimiento, reconocemos a personas que están muy activas en la comunidad y que todo el mundo conoce y ve a diario. Y tenemos que empezar a reconocer personas que están haciendo mucho trabajo en la parte de atrás, pero que sabemos que están activas y que lo están haciendo por el bien de la comunidad. So now I'm going to leave you with Councilman Solano, who has a poem. Lo voy a dejar ahora con el concejal Franklin Solano con un poema.
Oh my God, what should I do?
Epa.
Está bonito.
Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be here celebrating this wonderful woman, her legacy, what she has done for this community. It's amazing. It's a great pleasure to say, Viva Colombia, Viva los Colombianos. What she has done and what many of you people from Colombia have done in this community is amazing. So congratulations. Councilwoman just asked me for a poem, and I never say no, so I'm gonna try. I didn't draw anything, so I'm gonna do a poem that I wrote a day like today, and I call Mother Nature. So voy a hacer un poema. Primeramente, es un placer estar aquí, celebrando a esta valiosa mujer, a esta gran mujer de la tierra de Colombia. Su legado, lo que ella ha traído a esta comunidad es algo que va a quedar para la postrimería. Apreciamos mucho a Patrícia, a su familia y todo lo que ella ha hecho por nosotros. So, Mi concejal, mi presidente me acaba de pedir que haga un poema, no escribí nada, so voy a hacer un poema que yo escribí en un día como el que está hoy, lluvioso. Sobre este poema yo lo bauticé como Madre Naturaleza. Así que vamos a ver qué es lo que dice. El día está lluvioso, así amaneció. El cielo tiene un color entre azul y gris. Está nublado. Y yo que soy un fiel amante de la naturaleza, con todas sus variantes, me deleito y me lo disfruto. Sí, me lo disfruto. Puedo ver a los niños corretear por toda la casa. Puedo ver con el amor y la dedicación que mi esposa es dueña de la situación. Prepara de comer. Me lleva agua, manzana y café a la cama. ¡Qué bien! Allá afuera cae la lluvia. Aquí adentro brota el amor. Y mientras cae la lluvia, buenísima para alimentar las flores y las plantas. Por supuesto lo digo así porque la mujer es una flor, tierna, bella y delicada, que así debe ser tratada. Gracias, Papá Dios, por la majestuosidad de haber creado nuestro mundo tan hermoso. Y más aún, de haber sacado a la mujer de la costilla del hombre. Y entiendo muy bien por qué lo hiciste así. Para que la mujer vaya a nuestro lado. Porque las mujeres son la mitad del mundo y madre de la otra mitad. De no ser así, no estuviéramos nosotros aquí. Gracias a ustedes, mujeres, por ser tan abnegada y virtuosa. Y a Papá Dios por la madre naturaleza. Muchas gracias.
Eso.
Gracias, concejal. Thank you, councilman. Now I'm going to ask her friend, who's more like a sister, to come up and say a few words. Su amiga Estela Carrera.
Ya se me agotaron todas las cosas para decir de Patricia. Siempre que hay una cosa para Patricia me llaman.
Está repitiendo el speech.
A ver,
Estoy aquí mejor.
momento. Ahora voy a hacer 3 horas.
Un poquito.
Quiero empezar esta intervención agradeciéndole al señor Tomás Ávila. ¿Dónde está Tomás? Y a mi amiga, la concejal María Rivera, por hacer posible este evento. Patri, vuelve y juega. Así dicen los tabúes. Y aquí estoy nuevamente para recalcar lo que significas para mí. Pero más importante, lo que significas para esta comunidad que te ha visto trabajar día a día, hora tras hora, minuto a minuto, para abrirle nuevas oportunidades y sembrar semillas de esperanza. Liderando el camino. Esto es lo que el señor Ávila podría encontrar mejor título para tus memorias. Gracias, Patri. Yo soy producto de tu liderazgo. Me diste la oportunidad de trabajar para ti como vista voluntaria y de ti aprendí tu ética de trabajo, tu respeto a los más vulnerables y tu fe en Dios. Hemos caminado tantos años juntas, alrededor de 37 años. Patri, estamos viejas.
Ya está diciendo cosas que no son.
Y esto es una vida. Juntas lideramos 2 organizaciones en Central Falls y hoy vemos con mucho orgullo a aquellos jóvenes que participaron de nuestros programas convertidos en adultos. Pero estoy segura que muchos de ellos tendrán recuerdos de un progreso latino y un proyecto Esperanza del ayer. Patri, ahora me toca a mí. ¿Qué me toca decir? Pues tú eres, otra vez, lo repito, mi amiga incondicional. Tú eres la hermana que me regaló don Arturo al adoptarme como su hija putativa. Patri, tienes tantas cualidades. Eres una buena mamá, buena esposa, una buena hermana y una hija ejemplar.
Y va a ser abuela.
Ay, va a ser una abuela. Gracias por nunca cambiar. A pesar de las diferentes posiciones en las que te has desarrollado, eres la misma que en el 82. Gracias por ser nuestra líder, nuestro mentor, y que Dios te guarde siempre. Te quiero mucho.
Qué linda. Yo quiero tener amigas así. Yo tengo amigas así, pero
Sí,
vaya
que
creciendo.
duren tanto.
Ahora lo voy a dejar con su esposo, el señor Martínez. que tiene un saladito.
Que se porte bien, dile que se porte
Pórtese bien, pórtese bien.
bien. You better say good things about her, okay?
Dios, ya está amenazado.
Esta noche estoy en problemas. I'm in trouble tonight because she didn't know that's gonna happen. They told me don't say anything. Me dijeron no diga nada. Tiene que traerla aquí. You know how difficult to bring this woman here, not knowing what's going on. She's always like when we ask a kid, can you do this white? Why we don't do this white? So last night I said, Pat, we have to go tomorrow, remember. He said, what is it we're going to do over there? I said, remember that I told you they give me a recognition tomorrow? I said, I told you that's for women. He said, no, well, I'm a woman sometimes, you know. They pretend I'm a woman because they're going to do it. I know, I got no idea why they're going to do it. But eventually she is here, finally. What can I say about Patrícia that you guys don't know? Because she is an open book to the whole community. She's been doing this for so many years that everybody knows her. I can now move a finger in this table right on. They don't say, oh, you're Patrícia's husband. And the people that doesn't know me is there to tell. You know who that is? I said, no, that's Patrícia's husband. So, I become Patrícia's husband, not the other way around. So, like my friend Ricardo Patiño said, Mr. Hincapié. Now that's a married name, Hincapié. So he called me Mr. Hincapié. Patrícia, like Estela said, she's a good friend, a loyal friend, a great daughter, excellent mother. Such a mother that she gave me that beautiful boy over there. Then he gonna give me a boy over there next to him. She found that beautiful woman in there. I know it's not for you this program, I know. But Ramonita's my daughter-in-law, our daughter-in-law. And we're gonna be a grandparents. Finally. She told me, said, I don't wanna be a grandmother yet. I'm too young to be a grandmother. And I looked at her and said, no, you're not. Dad, we got another son. I'm sorry, I forgot that. But he's not here. He's in Puerto Rico. Having a good time. She could have made it. Having a good time with her daughter. And Pat, you are a tiny person with a heart as big as this building. This woman never say, I hate somebody. I never hear saying that. She always finds something nice to say about anybody or everybody. Not like me, I hate everybody. But she always has nothing to say about somebody. She never finds something wrong with people. She always finds strength in people. And that's a great thing about her. She always says, this person is not a bad person. Nobody's a bad person. She is always a good person. One time when she was a car judge, she was a car judge in Pawtucket, in the parking lot of a church. You know what she said? Oh, I feel so sorry about that kid. The kid was what? 21 years old. Put a knife right to her car. And the only thing she said, I don't want him to go to jail. I said, why? Sorry. She said, because look at your son. Say, May is your son. And she wants to do it, go to court and say, you know what? Don't put him in jail. Train him, educate him. But the lawyer said, no, you can't say that. You're not allowed to speak. So, one kid he just came out of prison recently. And she's always wondered, I wonder what happened to that kid. That's my wife. That's Patrícia Martinez. They lost everybody. I promise I'm not going to cry, but I always talk about you. Because I'm waiting for the bidding I'm going to get tonight. That's why I got here. And I love you. I always will. Because you're a forgiving person. You forgive everybody, even me. You give me a lot of love. And I love you so much too. Thank you, Pat. You're a great person. You're a great human being. And everybody loves you.
That's right. Qué lindo el amor, ¿verdad? Usted sabe que ustedes no pueden llorar en un sitio donde yo esté. Wasn't that beautiful?
Ay, sí. ¿Cuántos años?
How many years?
¿Cuántos años?
Me suffering 41.
41 años casado.
So we have a party.
Entonces, woman, como dicen en República Dominicana, aquí no se grita, pero ¡guay!
40 years already in July.
41.
41.
Congratulations. That's a long time.
41 días. 41 años de matrimonio.
De todo esto es el señor Tomás Ávila. The reason why many of us are here today is because it's due to Tomás Ávila. He has a surprise for you. You know, Tomás is always trying to figure out how to get the community together and recognize people who deserve it. So I'm going to ask Tomás Ávila to come up.
Ay.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, everyone, for taking time off your busy schedules to join us here. I must say that this is the toughest event I have ever planned. You know, presidents are easier to schedule than our friend Patrícia. Poor Gabriel, it's been like, tú sabes que esa mujer me va a matar, eh? So I think it was Saturday we ran into each other. He told me the same thing. And I said, you know Patrícia's going to kill me. And I said, let me tell you what I told my wife. No disrespect, but I'm glad she's going to kill you and not me. But you know, why are we here? And everybody said it, because of this woman. Mm-hmm. And why did I decide to do this? I admire and respect individuals who open doors and help other individuals, irregardless of how long they know them or who they are. And that's Patrícia Martinez. And I say that because I'm a testament of it. I met Patrícia, gosh, going into 30 years. But it's interesting, when I decided to get involved in the Latino community, Patrícia was already established. She was an established leader. I was a newcomer. I had moved from Boston to Rhode Island. And 3 years after I moved here, I decided to put my experience into helping the community advance. And I kept hearing this name, Patrícia Martinez, among other names. But interestingly enough, when I got to know Patrícia, it was like seemed like we knew each other for years. It was, hola, Tomás. You know how she is. But not only that, you know, I always say that, you know, we always see the leaders in every position and everything else. But what we don't see is those who open path. I have always given credit and thanked publicly my good friend back there, Betty Bernal, because she did it with me also. But I haven't had the opportunity to do it with Patrícia publicly. And that's why, part of the reason that I decided to do this. And let me tell you how the idea came. Back on May 3rd, our good friend here and a team celebrated our good friend Gonzalo Cuervo's birthday. And it was a surprise for him also. My good friend, Madam President, and Obed Pop asked me to do a book for Gonzalo to capture. I do these books where it's like, I write very little, but I collect a lot of information. And I put them all together and do it into what I call a diary of individual's life. And when Patrícia came into the event, all of a sudden she came to me and she's like, "Did you do this for Gonzalo?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh my God, you did this." I said, "Yeah." And she said the following. She said, "You know, the most important thing that you can do for somebody is to give them a book." And I said, "Oh." I didn't tell her, but right away I said, so if that's the highest recognition that somebody can do for somebody else, I must do one for her. And that's what I did. Right away I started collecting information. Fortunately, Patrícia has been very open. She invited me to be part of Progreso Latino. She opened doors and everything. So it was easy because I had most of the information. Back in the 90s when the internet started, became the boom that it started to be, I recognized one thing. Digital information is key. And digital information eventually will disappear because people are going to start charging for it. So what I did, I started collecting digital information as soon as the internet came. So I share with people, and I say it here, I have about 300,000 pages about the evolution of the Latino community in this state of Rhode Island, because I've been collecting it since then. With Patrícia, needless to say, so the book is 450 pages of information. So you know there's a lot of information. And the reason I do these books is because in the time that I've been here, I've seen so many people disappear, and there's nothing left but the memory. There's nothing left but the friends who we knew and remember them. But there's nothing to transfer to the next generation. And I think we need to do more than that. And I take that responsibility to start doing it. To start putting these books together. It's not a biography, like I say, it's a diary. I call it a diary. And it's a collection of what that person has contributed to this state, and by contributing to this state, to the United States of America. And Patrícia has done that at all levels. Excuse me. At all levels. And that's why I decided to do it. And so, but I didn't want to do it a simple reception. So I asked my good friend, Madam President, to be the leader, to work and make it happen. And let me tell you that to put this event together has been going on since June. And because it had to be highly secret. And so we couldn't agree because of the secrecy that it had to be. So eventually we just decided, what an honor for a mayor.
Ay. Agüita por el mayor.
But we've been working about it since June. And we finally decided, you know what? If we continue this way, 2020 is going to come and we're not going to do anything. So that's why I'm here. So Patrícia, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done for the community, for Rhode Island. But in particular, I want to personally and publicly thank you for what you've done for me. You may not think that you've done anything for me, but you have, because you open doors, you include me, you advise me, you put me in places that, honestly, I never thought I would be. I remember some of the meetings that you invited me to. I remember some of the projects that you made me part of to be and whatnot. And, you know, so I always appreciated that and forever will be grateful of what you did and what you contribute to me personally. And that's why we are here. And that's why I decided to do what I'm going to. So this is the book. And,
Oh my goodness.
Again, it's about 450 pages. It contains everything that she did at Progreso Latino, everything that she did at the when she went to the school department, and everywhere as she moved along, I was able to collect enough information to document it and put it into this book. And I'm glad that her son is here, who I remember when he was a little. And now, you know, it is for him. It is for his children. It is for the next generation. So that someday they can open this book and say, oh, this is what my grandmother did. Yeah. And on and on and on. So, Patricia, if you come here. So I printed 5 books for you to have.
Tomás, fortísimas gracias.
Once again, thank you. And everything that's in that page is what you've done. And the other thing that I want to share is that within these books is there are 5 different studies that were made about the Latino community, starting in 1983 to 2016. There is a name that constantly comes out on that, and it is Patrícia Martinez.
Oh, he's coming.
To say that I'm overwhelmed, I have no words. Although this is something that I think I'm going to join you to do this for our generation, and that's a commitment that I want to make to each one of you, because I think it's true. What we owe to our community in the state of Rhode Island, what we owe to our grandchildren, our children, is this, is the legacy of where do we come from. And today I'm here not because of me, but I'm here because in the 70s, my parents took a journey. And it's interesting that many of you were with my family, my sisters, my brother, my husband, and my children. As we were saying goodbye to my mom, this week it will be 20 years. And I always remember that you were there. It was them who, without knowing the language, came here. I just left a meeting with a group of our newcomers. And when I left that meeting, I said, we owe it to them. It's when I look at the city council in Central Falls, when I look at the city council president, at the mayor, this is the generation that we owe it to you. And if anything I could ask of you is that you continue to pass that button. We have to be servant leaders, because that's the only thing that is going to make a difference in our community. I'm here because I have a group of people that have wrapped around me throughout my years. My husband, as I said when I came here, I wasn't planning to come. I was at a meeting. But it's because every time I have an event or something that was war-related, And Estela and I often talked about the fact that, oh my God, if it was not for our families, we're always dragging them to events. My oldest son, Lenny, when he was little one, he would be with me at Progress Latino while we were writing proposals until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the evening. We have all done that. I'm no different. This is who you are. You too have done that. I'm honored and humbled for this recognition. But if anything, I promise that we will have one of these for each one of you. Because this is what we need to give my grandchild who's coming very soon. Your children, your nieces, your nephew, our grandchildren. That's the only way we could make the history. I wrote in a text message to our school administrators this week when you saw the sad reality of some of the comments that our students were faced with.
Yeah.
You know, when they go high, when they go low, we go high. Because we don't need to lower ourselves. We could just all we need to do is continue working as we have, continue the legacy that our parents gave us. Our parents came here in a plane. Our new parents are coming here walking. We cannot get out of our car to go into the bank. We ride around. These parents walk to make sure that one day they're going to reach Central Falls and have their kids in schools. The mom who makes tortilla, or who was making tortillas in Mexico, in Guatemala, hoping that one day they will get a meeting with Councilwoman Vega so they could get the advice of how to set up their own business. We owe it to all of you. We owe it to our grandchildren. My friends, you are all my strength, my husband, my kids, my brothers, my sisters. You know that I'm not here doing this work. I'm here because of all of you. When the kids were little, it was you guys picking them up so that I could stay in the office because Gabe was at work. Or my father picking them up, taking them to their home. So we don't do this alone. We do it, como dicen, it takes a village to raise a child. And I have been lucky to have all of you, to have my family, my husband, my brothers and sisters, to raise me in the work that I love to do. But it's something that we need to pass it on. And only through this, I'll promise you and I'll challenge you that maybe every month, Mayor or Council President, we will have to celebrate each one of you, because this is how we write the history. So that our grandkids could say, oh, so is that the reason why that street is named for Viola Davis? So is that the reason why we have the first Colombian mayor and a council in the city of Central Falls that is 99% Latino, representing our city? So this is just a promise. I thank you because I'm not here and I didn't get here alone. I'll clarify the story of my carjack story. At that time, I was still at the CYF, and I had seen every Friday night, I used to have, when I started at the department, I promised myself and the kids at the training school that I would have dinner in the female unit one Friday, and then the following Friday with the boys unit. And it was in those dinners with those kids that I learned that our kids are so vulnerable. It only takes one wrong turn for them to get in trouble. The same thing is with us. It only takes one wrong thing for us to say or to do for us to get in trouble. But it's when we have people like you, a whole community holding us together, that's when we don't fall. And that's when we continue to work. And so at the training school, I saw many generations of kids in and out, and we know it. It's true. It's the pipeline to the corrections, to the adult corrections. And what I wanted to make sure was that kid was given an opportunity. Unfortunately, the legal system is such that they were not interested in making sure that he had an opportunity. And as Gabriel said, that was in 09 that I got carjacked. It was in 2017 that the kid was released. So think of it, alive, a 21-year-old thrown away. A kid from Pawtucket, an African-American kid, a kid that nowadays, if he had those supports in the wraparounds, he would be probably doing some of the work that we're all doing. So that's why we need to do this work. That's why we need to pass the legacy. We didn't get here on our own. We got here because somebody helped us get where we are. And that's one thing we cannot forget. Because the minute we forget that, then it's not about the community or the work that we do. Then it becomes about us. And that's probably worthless. So thank you.
Acérquese más, tío.
To capture some of
Ay.
Patricia's friends. Now, this collage is not as big as it is because that's the other thing that I found out. I think Patricia has the least pictures in social media. But anyway, I captured as much as I could. And just to give you, so for instance here, this is 20 years ago, 1999. We had an event at the Rhode Island Foundation. Remember when Bill Richardson came? So this is what it is here, and then, and on and on. But again, it's to capture some of the memories that, and contributions that this woman has done, to this community. So again, Patricia, this is yours.
These surprise parties.
I'm a multitasker. I can see.
Excuse me for a second. So just to close while Patricia is here, so my partner in crime, I gave her the first draft of the book. So now I'm officially giving her the same final book to Madam President.
And I have to say that I agree with Patricia. This is something that we need to continue doing, and I already have mine. Because Tomás also did one for me. Claro, que es la mitad de Patricia, I have, esta flor es para ti, and I have citations from the City Council, from the Mayor, from the Lieutenant Governor, from the Attorney General, and from the Secretary of State. I want to acknowledge the Lieutenant Governor John McKee for being here today, and Senator Donna Nesselbush, thank you so much for being here. You are truly an inspiration. You're truly appreciated by this community. Did you see? La gente estaba hasta sin pestañear. I want to thank you for everything that you have done for the community and for continuing to lead the way, especially for women, because we still have to go through many obstacles. But there's a reason why I'm standing here. There's a reason why Councilwoman Jessica Vega is in this position. There's a reason why many of the women are in these positions, and we have to thank you for leading the way for us. Thank you. Thank you so much for your bright idea, for making sure that we continue to recognize the true leaders in our community. A todos ustedes, thank you all for being here. We have refreshments upstairs, so we're going to ask everybody to go upstairs for a little while, and everybody can look through her book and take pictures.
I got something here from So,
Madam President invited me to do a poem, and it was a surprise. But now I feel like I want to do another poem for you that I wrote also because I admire the way the Colombian community has been in the United States, but especially in Rhode Island, where I live. And I wrote this poem for all of you Colombian, and the name is Colombianos. This is what it says. Desde la bella Colombia llegaron vuestros paisanos. Fueron 6 los arriesgados y llegaron encantados. Invitados a Rhode Island por estar capacitados. Eran buenos textileros y muy buenos colombianos. Los invitó Jay Utiri, movido por la labor de la industria textilera que en Colombia era mejor. Gustavo y Emilia Carreño, Fidel Díaz y Valentín, estaban don Pedro Cano y también Horacio Gil. Hoy disfrutan de sus logros aquí en Ocean State. Entre ellos hay pastores, concejales y directores. Y en mi city, Central Falls, un alcalde que es bien joven. Yo los felicito a todos por tener gran liderato. Son ustedes emprendedores, son orgullos colombianos. Y con esta me despido y ya no les digo más. Pero a Patrícia Martinez la quiero felicitar. ¡Viva Colombia!
Sí. Ajá. Talent. Bueno, y con esto concluye el evento de reconocimiento a nuestra Patrícia Martínez, líderes de esta comunidad de la ciudad de Central Falls y que han hecho un cambio tremendo en todo el estado de Rhode Island y que todavía afecta lo que es el desarrollo del liderazgo aquí en esta nación por nuestra familia latina, en este caso los colombianos, representados en la persona de Patrícia Martínez, una líder sin igual, una líder sin par, que no tan solo representa a su comunidad colombiana, sino a todos los latinos en general. Y yo estoy muy orgullosa de ser parte de ese legado de nuestra comunidad, que lo es Patrícia Martínez. Te felicitamos, le pedimos a Dios que te bendiga por muchos años y que esté dentro de nosotros, todavía abriendo puertas para otros más líderes latinoamericanos. Con esta me despido, nos vemos dentro de un ratito. En Chapincito Media vamos a estar haciendo un análisis de lo que está pasando con el presidente Donald Trump. Así que pásese para chapincitomedia.com. Dentro de una media hora por ahí vamos a estar en el aire en vivo.